All right, y'all. What up? What up? What up? Come on in. All right, we're gonna swing back and get back into the Dr. Umar's ex, Siobhan Stone, aka Lene Stacks. She recently Tasha K dropped the interview that they did a little bit ago. Um, so I wanted to highlight the segment of when Tasha K asked her about the school. So let's go ahead and get into that and then
So what about the school? What's going on with that school?
There is no school. Don't donate to that shit. You're donating to him being a celebrity. Umar wants to be a celebrity. So that I think is what kicked his shit into high gear when he figured out I left him and went on this. But I didn't plan that. I didn't plan that. I wasn't like trying to run through the industry or anything like that. It just happened. And then he wants to be a celebrity. He wants to be up under, like, to be worshipped. And there's no school.
That's why he was excited to be up under Smut Sukiyana.
He's excited to be up under anybody that got some kind of fame because that is his ultimate goal. Have you seen him post anything about kids or education or special ed? There's nothing on that page about that.
No.
Then they put him next to Mapunga. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, why? I hope he don't get next to Traore. Traore don't need that smut on his name. He don't need to be nowhere near. I don't know if the continent knows what's going on over here with him. But these are people good at men of integrity, and you're just putting this shit monster next to him. No. He's not a good guy. So other women have came forward. We know that he's stealth. He likes to hit it. He likes to take off the condom.
So I think Umar, like I said, Umar's way over his head with this school situation. And he's racking up bills on his school, which he can't afford to pay anymore. You know, the donation just ain't coming in, you know, enough to cover, you know, to keep the school, you know, to upkeep the school and repair the school. It's just not enough, like I said. All right, so she posted this on her Instagram page where somebody posted said, so Umar now has 20 days to come up with $40,000 or the state of Delaware is going to take the FDMG from him. Will he make the deadline? We shall see. Um, and now, if that's the case, that Umar, uh, you know, owes $40,000, um, he doesn't have that, and he's not going to be able to raise that because his reputation, you know what I'm saying, is just not good as far as with this taking donations for the school. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gets donations here and there from his supporters, but like I said, it's just not enough to cover the school, the repairs, the upkeep of the school, the bills that he's already racking up with the school just sitting there. Because I believe they have electricity running through there, the plumbing, and the maintenance of the outside of the school. You got to keep the grass cut and all that. You don't have the bread to, you know, sustain that situation. Yo, let me pull up this this what I wanted to get into. Um, Matter of fact, I think this might not be the right one. Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. Let me share this again. Hold on. All right, because I wanted to dive back real quick and get into this interview that Dr. Umar did on Lord Jamar's Godcast, where he asked Umar about the school and the people being skeptical about the donations and where the extra money is going, as far as with the donations of the school. Now, this interview was put out 4 years ago, but I wanted y'all to see Umar's reaction to how defensive he get when people ask about the school. Yeah, I mean, it was told that he was even blocking donors, people that was donating to the school. He was also blocking them when they was asking, you know, where's the school? When is the school going to open? Yeah, I mean, what's the progress of the school? So let's get into this real quick.
to open this school. Like people feel like and I'm not just going to say people found, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes, sir.
But people feel like, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And to finally get the buildings that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent, and when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to
So,
some of that.
yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent with
Now,
my
I'm
donors.
being told that there, people say when your actual donors will ask certain
No, sir,
things,
that's a
they
lie.
said
That is
you
not
will
true. That
sometimes
is not
block
true.
them and all this type of
That
stuff.
is not true. Those are
Okay.
not donors. Those are haters. My
Okay.
donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers. I have engineers. I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great grandma who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years, he don't have to school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things exclusively with Black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is.
See, that's Umar's issue right there. The fact that he's trying to raise this money off black black dollars, and like I said, he's way over his head with this school because it's just not enough donations, to get this school up and going. And he even know that himself. Like even the way he's talking, he knows that himself. So it's like, why are you still continuing to try to do it where it's not making any progress? It's just not enough people donating. It's just not enough money to get that school up and running on top of maintaining the school once it's up and running. So he knows that. So it's like, all right, why you keep taking in these donations and there's no progress being made? Now he's racking up bills. He's racking up bills with the school. You know what I'm saying? And now he's way over his head to the point where he don't even have the money to even pay the bills of that school. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't going to keep donating every time. Like they going to what? What are they getting out of it? There's no progress being made. They're not going to keep donating their money to you where and nothing is even, you're not getting nowhere with it. And I believe that's why they froze his accounts because they want to know where all this donation money is going. The IRS want to know where all this donation money is going. This is crazy, bro. So let me continue with this real quick.
That simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save Black boys with the hell that black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that. But I want to answer your other piece. You said what you do with the leftover.
Yeah, but you gotta understand something. You was trying to do it by yourself. And that's the issue. You're trying to pull off opening the school up. No, he don't have no team at all whatsoever. It's just him by himself trying to do all this stuff by himself. That's just not. It's just impossible. So he's basically taking in these donations, to basically, sustain his living situation, which is not good, according to what's been coming out far as his mother's living conditions and, shit, his living conditions. You know what I'm saying? And right now it's just all this shit is coming to a head. Everything is coming out, and I mean he's now facing the music. I mean, and he might be still be in denial. The reality is, bro, that school ain't gonna never get open, bro. Not at this rate. So he's gonna have to end up selling them buildings. You know what I mean? Or he's just gonna lose them, due to taxes, trying to, pay the taxes on the property and upkeep all the bills on that. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to either sell that property or he's gonna end up just getting the property taken from him.
For money. When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information. I said, get on your Cash App, $FDMG School. I said, get on your PayPal, paypal.me.
It's just not enough.
On the repair money. We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question.
He was never gonna have it all. He's never gonna have all the money to repair them buildings. You know what I'm saying? And you know, his reputation ain't looking good as far as like people putting their trust in him to open a school where children are at, based off the fact on his dealings with these women. You know what I'm saying? We see how Umar is when it comes to these women, man. These single mothers. Like, bro, you gotta dial that shit back, bro. Can tell yourself, man. What the hell?
Something that I don't even think needs to be asked. For somebody to say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property like they've already done. You understand? We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what we're doing with the extra money.
We who though? Like, you mean you? Cause you doing it all alone, bro. That responsibility is on you. Like, like he said, he ain't taking money from the state. Most schools are state funded. You know what I'm saying? And he's not taking in. It's just not enough donations to come in to upkeep the whole operation of that school. Like, teachers got to be paid. Maintenance got to be kept. The grounds got to be kept. The bills got to be paid. Where's all this money coming from, bro?
The electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired. We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expenses. We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining two schools, not one.
You can't do that based off of all black folks, and that's his problem. He's trying to depend on, black folks to help him, maintain all this, and that's just not realistic. It's just not realistic, man. You know what I mean? So you might have to outsource. You might have to get white contractors to come in. You might have to get other ethnicities to come in and, do certain things. And that's where the issue lies. You can't depend 100% on just black folks to get it done. That's not gonna happen, bro. That is not gonna happen. We know that. So even he knows he might have to he's gonna have to outsource. But to this point, it's no that school is done. It's a done deal with that. I'm gonna be honest. We know it's a done deal over there with that. You know what I'm saying? As far as with him trying to open that school up, it's a done deal.
Fun too. And for me, I'm happy because we were only looking to get one school, brother and sister. We ended up with two. And to all those coons and trolls who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state-of-the-art modern schools? They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated at a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electrical system.
I was about to say, steal the
Strip
copper.
the plumbing system. Strip the HVAC system. Whenever you and Rod Digger ready, only you two and your other brother, Godfrey, y'all can drive on down and I will give you a tour. And when you walk through them schools, you tell me if those buildings is trash. First of all, the buildings are in excellent shape. Excellent.
All right, so let's switch over real quick. I want to get into this one real quick. Let me switch over. All right, hold on. Let me share this. Let me share this. Let me share this. All right, hold on. Is this it? I think this is it. All right.
What color we gonna?
All right, let's take a tour through the school again. This is more updated. This is, I think, 3 months ago, maybe. All right, let's get into it.
Paint the teacher's lounge, family. What color we gonna paint the teacher's lounge? This is King Kong consciousness. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth.
Maybe he should sit on YouTube and run his mouth so he can get that revenue.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, wrong with this thing.
This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar, Frederick Douglass, and Marcus Garvey, RBG, International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We got a school to finish. We got a school to finish, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Y'all ready for that paint day? Y'all ready for that paint day? Who pulling up on paint day? That's Baba Rock. Baba Rock. Alafia Baba. Alafia. Not yet.
I record this.
Okay. ETA. Sisters, what color y'all want the boys' bathroom? What color do y'all want the boys' bathroom? What color do y'all want the boys' bathroom, brothers and sisters? What color y'all want the boys' bathroom? Oh, yes, hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $F. What color should the hallways be? Are we keeping this color? Are we keeping this color, or are we changing the colors to the hallways, brothers and sisters? What we going to do? What we going to do? Let's get some water for libations. Let's get some water for libations. Y'all want to keep the color? Y'all want to change the color? What we going to do for the girls' bathroom? What we going to do for the girls' bathroom? We keeping the same color? What we doing for the girls' bathroom? We want to change the color of the stalls. We want to keep black. I don't want to keep black. What color we going to paint the stalls? I don't think the girls want black stalls, brothers and sisters. What we going to do? What we going to do? What color for the hallway, brothers and sisters? What color? Y'all want to keep gold for the rooms? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What color? All the rooms need to be different colors, I think. All the rooms need to be different colors, I think. What y'all? I'm thinking 2 colors per room. What y'all thinking? 2 colors per room? What y'all thinking? 2 colors per room? What we gonna do? This is King Kong consciousness. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth. Hit the Cash App. What color we gonna paint the rooms, y'all? What color we gonna paint the rooms? Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ FDM. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me. What color we gonna paint the rooms, baby? What color we gonna paint the rooms, family? What we gonna do? What color we gonna paint the rooms, family? Talk to me, ladies. I need that color scheme. Where the queens with the color schemes at? Where the queens with the color schemes at? Where the queens with the color schemes at? What color we gonna paint the teacher's lounge? This is the teacher's lounge. Teacher's lounge. What color we gonna paint the teacher's lounge, family? What color we gonna paint the teacher's lounge? What color? What poster? What ancestor we gonna hang up in the men's bathroom? What ancestor we gonna hang up in the woman's bathroom? Ladies, how do y'all want your bathroom decorated, ladies? Ladies, how do you want the bathroom decorated, ladies? School been built. We just renovating. I think I see a coon on the live. I'm about to send him to the block party. Oh, yes. If you ain't building no institution for the people, please don't criticize.
Yeah,
If you ain't never built an institution in your life without no white money, please keep your mouth shut. Oh, yes.
And that's the thing. It's not gonna happen off the black dollars, bro. That ain't gonna happen. Like it's just like I said, ain't people living a paycheck to paycheck. Ain't no, ain't enough people to donate. Like you said, people spend their money elsewhere. They, you know what I mean? And then they don't have enough. He don't have like enough. They can't really put trust in him to open their school up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just he got too much shit going on, and we see how he is as far as when it comes to you know collecting these donations and shit, and not being transparent as well.
Oh, yes. It's King Kongalicious. It's King Kongalicious.
People don't trust us.
Oh, yes. Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Oh, yes. Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I got my Millersville University hoodie. I'm coming on Saturday. Oh, yes. Who ready for that third annual FDM? Who coming to, if you ain't donate, you're not coming to the grand opening. And please don't send me no resume if you haven't donated. Please don't send me no resume if you haven't donated to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Don't send no resume, family. If you ain't donated to the school, don't be sending no FDMG resumes at gmail.com. Don't be sending no FDMG resumes if you ain't donated to the school, please don't send your resume for no job. How you looking for a job and you ain't made a donation in 9 years? How you looking for a job and you ain't made a donation in 9 years? Oh, yes. King Kong. You know what? You might, but because you working indoor, if you can get one, get one. Okay, brother, got you. Principal's office. The principal office is going to have carpet. So ladies, when you come into my office, you got to take your shoes off. Ladies, when you come see the principal, you got to take your shoes off. Ladies, when you come see the principal, you got to take.
Well, but see, that's the it. Why he just saying ladies? Like, bro, what happened if they got parents? See, that's the mindset of this nigga, bro. And I don't think nobody sees it. Like he's speaking from the aspect of the mother just bringing the child. He's not speaking of. He's not mentioning anything about the fathers bringing the kids to school or anything. Everything is based off of these single mothers, man. And that's what he's banking on. He's banking on all these single black women to basically, he's no different from the preacher at the church, man. The black preacher at the church. You know what I'm saying? You know, single, they target single women with with children. You know what I'm saying? And depend on Jesus. Depend on Jesus. Don't depend on, don't worry about a man being in your home. Jesus got you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the man in the home. Dr. Papa Ifa Tunde got you.
Take your shoes off before you walk on my plush carpet. Do you understand, ladies? But I need you to know the camera will be running because I'm not catching no Me Too's. You will not Me Too the Prince of Pan-Africanism in his own school. You will not Me Too me. As soon as you walk in my office, I'm hitting record. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. So if you think you coming in there to catch me up on some cheeks, you think you coming in there to catch me up on some stale Cinnabons, you think you coming in there to trap me up on a loosey-goosey, I don't think so. A smelly Nelly, I don't think so.
Bro.
Ladies, I'm recording you. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Everybody gets recorded when you come to Ifa Tunde Avenue. Everybody gets recorded when you come to Dr. Papa Boulevard. Everybody gets recorded when you come to Prince of Pan-Africanism Park. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Everything is in motion, y'all. We about to get these trees cut a little bit. We about to get these trees cut back. We're going to get these trees cut back because they leaning over too much. We're not going to get rid of the trees. I need the trees for ancestral veneration. We're not going to get rid of the trees. We need the trees for ancestral veneration. Oh, yes. You said you're looking for a butter pecan Afro-Rican? You said you're looking for a butter pecan Afro-Rican? Where my butter pecan Afro-Rican queens at? Where my...
See, that's the that's the fuck we be talking about. Like, bro, why you conducting yourself like this, man? Like, you gotta relax, bro. Like, you supposed to be trying to open the school up. Like, ain't nobody gonna trust you with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna try to sleep with all the fucking parents of the school and shit. Like, all the mamas, all the baby mamas. Because you see, he's still talking about, the woman step in the office, she got to take her shoe. He ain't mentioning nothing about the fathers. You know what I'm saying? So we see it where this nigga's mindset is at.
butter pecan Afro-Rican queens at? Where my New York City chocolate queens at? Where my Louisville, Kentucky sweet caramel queens at? Where my Chicago, Illinois hot peanut butter queens? Where my Detroit, Michigan butter almond queens at? Oh, yes. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never.
That's what I'm saying.
$ FDMG. I got to take the hoodie off. It's getting a little right now. They on YouTube, I'm building institutions. Who the king? They making videos, I'm building schools. Who's the king? See, I'm not the king of black consciousness because I'm the best speaker. I'm not the king of black consciousness because I got the most credentials. I'm not the king of black consciousness because I'm the most intellectual interviewee. I'm not the king of consciousness. I'm the King Kong consciousness because I do the work, family. This is the Nat Turner, Jean-Jacques Dessalines gymnasium. I said, this is the Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Nat Turner gymnasium. Who pulling up? Who pulling up? One-on-one midnight basketball with the queens. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. $100 gets you a one-on-one basketball game at midnight with the prince inside of the Turner.
See, this is the fuck we be talking about. This is what we talk about. That's why that shit ain't working out for him. You see how, like, nigga, like I said, this nigga no different from that black preacher at the church that be banking on women, single women, to sustain their lifestyle, man. And that's the shit we talk about. Like, bro, you doing too much, man. Like, who the fuck gonna trust their children to go to school like that when you got a principal with a nigga that's like this? That's probably you gonna have to worry about the nigga sleeping with the motherfucking mama and shit. Like, nigga.
Dessalines, I'm just kidding. Consciousness over cookies, I'm just kidding. Politics
Like,
over
nigga.
punani, I'm just kidding. Revolution over romance, I'm just kidding. But we still got the date with the doctor, $500. We still got the date with the doctor, $500, ladies. $500 donation. I take you on lunch date anywhere you want. $500 donation to the school. Look at the melanin drip. Look at the melanin drip. Y'all see the melanin dripping? Do y'all see the oh, look at the melanin. Look at the dark cashew. Look at the dark cashew, revolutionary African brown. Look at the melanin drip. It's Leo season every day. It's Leo season every day.
This nigga.
Logical father, I'm a son of the sun. I'm King Leonidas. Me. Oh, yes. Who coming to paint day? Ladies, I'm sorry, ladies. If your hair not natural, you can't come. Ladies, you got to be natural to come to paint day. You can't come to paint day unless you got natural hair. I'm sorry, ladies. If your hair not natural, you can't come paint. Got to be natural. You must be a donor and you must be natural. You must be a donor and you must be natural. You must be a donor and you must be natural. Oh, yes. Cashew dipped in chocolate. That's my color. Cashew. I'm warm cashew dipped in chocolate. That's my official skin tone. Warm.
Shop now at nightandayherbals.com and enjoy 35% off all our herbal CBD products. Automatically applied at checkout.